Alrighty, how's it going everyone? Texas Man here, back with another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, doing the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit that bell notification button. Select all for all notifications so you guys don't miss out on future content here on the channel. We're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about the brand new Conjuring movie, The Conjuring Last Rites, aka The Conjuring 4, aka the final film in the Conjuring franchise for Phase 1. Now, if that sounds a little confusing, it is because this is the conclusion to not just Phase 1 of the Conjuring franchise, but this is going to be officially confirmed by James Wan, the final Conjuring movie. Now, what does that mean exactly? That means that in the future, we probably are going to be getting more Conjuring-like movies within this franchise, but this film ends the story of the Warrens, but it's not going to end the spin-offs. So, like, The Nun 3, for example, I'm sure we're going to get that in a year or two. The film is rated R, obviously came out here in 2025. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes long. The first thing I want to state is that you probably should watch the Annabelle trilogy along with the first 3 Conjuring films. Honestly, you could probably just watch the first 2. The Devil Made Me Do It really doesn't have all that much of an impact in this movie. Like, if you were just to watch The Conjuring 1 and 2, skip The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and then watch this, you're not missing anything. And that's what I did, as I recently watched all of the Conjuring films, including The Nun and The Nun 2, before this. And I think it made my expectation of this film a lot higher, and I thought I was prepared for some really cool Easter eggs. This film is based on the true life haunting from 1986. There is, unfortunately, not a lot of horror in this film. There's a lot of character drama. There's a lot of characters, and there's a lot of subplots. You've got the family of 8 being haunted. You've got Mr. Warren and his birthday. You have their daughter that's now grown up, Judy, who's all grown up, and she gets engaged, and she's starting to see things that aren't there, just like her mom, including the Annabelle demon and other things. You've got the guy who's now Judy's fiance trying to, get the blessing from her parents. You've got the father priest from the first 3 Conjuring films and his ordeal and him being killed. You see a problem? You've got all these things going on. Do they all matter? Do they all, connect? Sort of, but it just takes forever to get to the point. I really do wish this film spent a lot more time on the whole haunting family in a house. That's the whole point of the Conjuring movies, is... the whole point of the Conjuring movies is a demon is haunting a family, and an exorcism has to happen. Why does it take... I think it takes half the movie before it actually gets to that point. And then once it gets there, then it has a little haunting thing, and then it goes right back to character drama, and then it goes back to the haunting. And I'm like, this film has so much in terms of wasted screen time. This could have been a 90-minute movie. There's 45 minutes in this movie that I'm just like... I almost fell asleep. Literally, I watched this last night. Movie theater was packed. I got to see it with my mom. And I almost fell asleep. I'm just like, yeah, there were some good, human humorous moments within those boring parts of the film. But I'm just like, I was waiting for something to happen, and it just takes too long to get there. Now, in terms of scares, yeah, there are some good Conjuring scares. There's also some jump scares. There's one scene that really is going to stand out. It's going to scare the living shit out of you. But it's not a tension building thing. It just like pops out. And I'm just like, oh gosh. Like it made me skip a beat in my heart. But like I know it's coming, but it was like, I don't know, maybe it was the sound or the music that got me. It just took, it was weird. Like I said, the film takes forever to get to the haunting. I didn't like that there's also a time jump. There's a lot of time jumping going on in this movie. Like, although it is a sequel to The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, it's also a prequel to the events of everything. So this movie starts off where Mr. and Mrs. Warren, they're younger, and Judy's not born yet. And so it shows you her being born, Judy Warren being born. And then it jumps ahead, and then it jumps ahead. There's constant time jumping, and it really makes the film feel disjointed. Like, I understand having like a prequel scene, and then it jumps ahead a couple years to like current day, but it does a lot of time jumping in this movie, and it very much makes the film disjointed, and you're like, okay, now where are we in the timeline? It takes a while for you to catch up and realize, okay, now we're at this point in the franchise. It also kind of like felt odd, because it felt like you were missing parts of the movie as well. Honestly, this film is very familiar to the first two Conjuring films. There's nothing new added to the franchise. There's nothing special or memorable. I mean, there's one or two jump scares that'll probably get you. But, like, in terms of this being the last Conjuring movie, and in terms of this being the finale and the send-off for the Warrens, it felt mid. Like I don't know how I would rate the first three Conjuring films, but this one is probably, I don't know if I hate this one more than the Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Like, I think the first two Conjuring films are really well done. Like, I like the first one. The second one kind of felt like a platform just to, like, explode the universe with, like, the Annabelle trilogy and the Nun films. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, it didn't feel so horrifying. It felt more like, a murder mystery kind of film. And that's okay. But this film, it's like it was trying to do a bunch of different stuff and none of it works. It's a decent enough watch. But in terms of a finale for the Conjuring movies itself, I just didn't feel satisfied. I was just like, oh, it's over? Like... And how they stop the demons, they don't even do an exorcism. You want to know how they stop the demons from terrorizing the family and their daughter, Judy, which I guess is the whole point of this movie. I'm also confused as to, like, who the demon was, what their purpose was, and why they wanted Judy and not the family of 8 that the demon was haunting in. The movie's ending doesn't make any sense. It's very confusing, so if someone wants to explain to me why the demon wanted Judy and not the family of 8 where it was actually residing, please explain. Because if really it wanted Judy, it could have, like, terrorized her at her house or her fiance's house or something. But the way they stop the demon is Mrs. Warren and Judy Warren, you know what they do? They put their fingers on this evil conjuring mirror. They touch it both together and the mirror breaks. I'm like, that's how they stop it. I'm like, really? It's that easy? And of course, they're both having to be like, we can't hide from the fact that we can see demons. We have to acknowledge it. And I'm like, really? That's how you stop it? We need to acknowledge our demons, and we need to touch glass. Not touch grass. We need to touch glass. I'm sorry. The more I think about it, the stupider it sounds out loud. Oh, it's a very bizarre finale. I would say, if you want, stay for a post-credit scene at the very end of the credits. There's a post-credit scene. It doesn't. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it doesn't tease what's coming next. It's more of this is why the franchise is called the Conjuring franchise. That's what this post-credit scene does. Is it tells you why it's called that. In case, for some reason, in the past, I don't know. How long has this franchise been around? Like 11, 12 years? If you haven't figured it out yet, this post-credit scene will tell you why. So, overall, I'm going to give The Conjuring Last Rites a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Check out my Halloween playlist. It should be popping up right now if it hasn't already. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.